It's time now for our sports roundup, and we're starting out with football.
The president of Lille has agreed to sell the French Ligue 1 club. Michel Seydoux is ready to sell to the Spanish-Luxembourg businessman Gerard Lopez. A preliminary agreement to sell the club in the north of France was signed on Friday. Lille are currently in 12th place in France's 20-club top flight. They're some 23 points behind leaders Nice, who are the autumn champions. Sam Allardyce has been named as Crystal Palace manager, a day after Alan Pardew lost a job. The 62-year-old Allardyce was England boss for one game in September, before being caught in a newspaper sting. He's never been relegated from the Premier League with 5 previous clubs. Palace are one place above the drop zone after 8 defeats in 10. AC Milan have won the Italian Super Cup, beating Juventus in a penalty shootout. Giorgio Chiellini gave Juve the lead on 18 minutes in Doha. Giacomo Bonaventura level for Milan 7 minutes before the break. No more goals in normal time and extra time, and Mario Palisic hit the winning penalty. Chelsea manager Antonio Conte insists that the Premier League leaders could cope against Bournemouth without influential duo Diego Costa and N'Golo Kante. The Blues are on an 11-match winning streak, which has taken them 6 points clear of Liverpool. But Costa and Kante are both out after picking up yellow cards last weekend.
We know that for this game, N'Golo and Costa can play, and yeah, for sure they are 2 important players for us. And, it's clear this. But we are working very well this week to try to find a solution to play a good football, to continue to win, to take the 3 points.
Chelsea host Bournemouth at Stamford Bridge on Monday, looking to extend their lead at the top. Costa is the league's top scorer this season with 13 goals. Brazilian midfielder Oscar will join Chinese club Shanghai SIPG from Chelsea. No financial details were released, but reports claim Shanghai paid €60 million. The 25-year-old will team up with Hulk. He won the Premier League and Europa League in his 4.5 years at Chelsea. Arsenal host West Brom on Monday, confident they can bounce back after successive defeats. The Gunners are desperate for 3 points on their return to the Emirates to keep in touch with Premier League leaders Chelsea, after losing from the goal ahead at both Everton and Manchester City. After a good start to the season, Arsenal are 4th, 9 points behind Chelsea. Wenger's expecting a response.
Well, that's what we are ready for a fight, and we want to respond. I think in 20 games we lost the last 2, but our quality has been consistent since the start of the season, and we want to respond in a strong way and in a determined way. I think everybody's focused to do that.
Tony Pulis's Baggies have had a good campaign so far, built on a good defence and Salomon Randon's goals. Arsenal haven't lost at home since the opening weekend, but with centre-backs Shukran Mustafi and Per Mertesacker both injured, it's a good time for West Brom to head to North London. In basketball's EuroLeague, Fenerbahce gained a measure of revenge for last season's final loss to CSKA Moscow by beating them in an overtime finish. Milos Teodosic top scored for CSKA with 21, and the standings leader twice enjoyed double-digit leads. Fenerbahce hung in, led by the inspirational Bobby Dixon and Ekpe Udo, who finished with 17 points and 11 rebounds. The Turks dragged themselves back from 11 down early in the third to 1 point adrift heading into the final quarter. It took to overtime when Dixon squared it at 75 each. Dixon was the man and finished with 25 points. The CSKA's 17-game unbeaten run at home was ended. The Turks recorded a competition record overtime score of 20-4, and they won 95-79 to go 9-5. In the Vendée Globe sailing race, France's Arnaud Leclerc has passed Cape Horn in a new record time. He's extended his lead in the single-handed non-stop round-the-world yacht race. He's elapsed time of 47 days and 32 minutes, improving Francois Gabard's record by 5 days and 5 hours set 4 years ago. Clerc is 760 miles ahead of Britain's Alex Thompson. He's expected to pass Cape Horn on Christmas Day.